We've been automatically using namespace std in the top of our files. If we don't make this declaration, then we'd have to make a small adjustment to our code. So if I delete this using namespace std, I'll have to declare std : before my cout. So anything that comes from a standard library like cout or cin, I'll have to declare it this way. If I run it, my statement prints fine. So by eliminating using namespace std, we still have to tell the compiler where the cout function and expression is coming from, and it's coming from the standard library. We can also define our own namespace variable, which is especially useful when we have very large code bases with potentially the same variable name being used to refer to many different things. For example, I can declare my namespace using the namespace expression namespace. First is going to be my namespace name, and then I'm going to declare a variable within that namespace, int val equals 500. I'm also going to declare a global variable, int val equals 100, and my global variable is defined outside of the main function and outside of the namespace. So it's a global variable. And I'm also going to define a local variable, int val, again with the same variable name, equals 200. If I wanted to print out my standard value or variable, I could say cout val, and let's see what happens. What ends up happening is that this variable prints out the value within my local variable. If I wanted to access my namespace variable, it's first : val. If I run that, this expression accesses the value of this variable up here. And what you'll notice is that the first instance of val is from the local variable, so the global variable was ignored. But when I use a namespace, the value of this variable is protected and maintained and is independent of the local and global variable. Declaring a namespace allows us to avoid conflicts with variable names and functions, and this is one example of that.